Okay, this guy is going to tell you about Sears and going out of business, and the CEO is going to try to manipulate to say that the pensions of the pensioners that worked all their lives for Sears and made them money because they were the ones that produced the products, and sold the products on their shelves. The people who produced the products, wherever they produced them, like let's say they got them from Indonesia or something, from a sweatshop or whatever, for very cheap money. The products, they had them sent to Sears, put them on the shelf, or Craftsman tools or whatever. They put them on the shelves, and then the people sell them. So there's all kinds of workers that put that product there on the shelves. Well, now the people who didn't put the products on the shelves just walked around in the offices, and the owners who had shares in Sears, who got rich off of Sears. And now this guy's going to tell you what the CEOs and them are trying to do to workers and their pensions. And this is what happens this is a great example of all the companies, whatever, Twinkies and whatever other companies have went out of business, what they're doing behind the scenes. Because the workers are the ones who produce the wealth, not office workers. They're sitting in a nice air-conditioned office. They went to college, probably got a scholarship or whatever, paid by their mom and dads or whatever. And say in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, it was only like $1,000 a semester, if that, to go to college. Okay, and I'm talking more like in the late 70s, early 80s. But when I went to college in 1989, 1985 to 1989, my college, just at my community college, cost me personally $1,000 with some scholarship monies and things like that. So books and everything, I'm going to say like over $2,000 a semester. And then at University of Maryland, I went there in 1988 to 89, and it was going from $8,500 to $9,500 a semester. So see, all these people who've had it kind of licked in life, and all they did was sleep all day, party all night, maybe read some books. They were pretty good at reading books or writing. Maybe they became good at writing too. They had a hefty brain on them about that kind of stuff. But never really ever worked, never served in the military, never did any kind of sacrifice for their country or anything else like that, but just went to these schools and partied like with their friends and stuff like that. Now this is what the CEOs are going to try to do to these working class people.
What exactly happened? According to the Sears CEO, retiree pensions are killing us, not online shopping. Oh, blame it on the retirees.
Right.
Classy move.
Classy move. Not really. Not really. No class at all. No class in these people. They're just frauds. Create fraud. Mischief. It's like they're casino. They go to casinos and betting and hedge betting and whatever else. Like Las Vegas or something.
So the way this is being played in the media is, we've been too generous with these working people.
The working class people.
Were too good-hearted and gave
them.
There was no good heart about this. Was
no good heart, right?
In which the employees gave up wage increases.
There you go.
To get the pension.
The employee gave up any kind of increases in pay during that time, negotiated by kind of crook, like manipulating crooks, like go to play blackjack or like you have that poker face in Vegas or whatever, and you think that guy has better hand than what he has, and he manipulates you into thinking, oh, I better just get out, and here he only had like no matching cards in his hand, and he took you. That's what the CEOs are like nowadays. It's like they learn the skill of buffaloing you, bluffing you, like at the card table or whatever. And this is what they're trying to say. And the workers are the ones who produce the wealth. Office workers produce no wealth whatsoever. They are a cost. Anybody who gets money from people's taxes even, they are a cost to society. They do not start up communities. Communities are started by the people who grow the vegetation, grow all the necessary foods, get the fires going to cook the foods, make the teepees, make the homes, make whatever they got to make. They are the people who produce the wealth, the actual wealth that is needed. All this other stuff is just other stuff that is produced. But the workers have to produce the tools, the kid games, whatever else. These office workers are doing none of that work. So at the end, the office workers should get nothing. I mean, the office workers should be working for what a regular 40-hour work guy works for. And if you work overtime through the week and stuff, then you should get more pay than whoever else, even office workers. Okay? But then they produce all this wealth for these Sears, like Sears department stores. And then at the end, then they come in and play this bluffing game that the CEO is going to try to say that we got to take the pensions away, that the people actually worked for those pensions, took decreases in pay to even get those because they buffaloed them, about, they had to do that. They had to take a decrease in pay, which was nonsense anyway. But still, then they're still going to try to take away from the working class person who actually made the Sears go all them years.
Professor Richard Wolff, I've never been so terrified of somebody I completely agree with. Oh, by the way, the guy steering the ship at Sears is Eddie Lampert. He just stepped down as CEO.
He looks like one of them white class, never worked a day in his really hard day in his life. Never sweated or anything. Just went to college.
Doing mergers for Goldman Sachs.
Oh, mergers for Goldman Sachs. Oh, he's one of those that was taught by his dad, grandpap, or whoever else how to crook people out of money. Then they learn on themselves too. Well, through a lot of schooling, like reading a book maybe here and there.
They're almost like autonomous businesses.
Learning from other crooks where they go to the vention or whatever.
Each division is like an autonomous business, which means he's purposefully structured the company in such a way that facilitates selling off its most valuable assets at the expense of running the business efficiently. You see, in 2005, Lampert
doesn't sound real good. Sounds like a crook to me. See, white-collar crook.
To pump up the share price and enrich shareholders, notably himself and his hedge fund.
Yeah. And your congressmen in those areas, county commissioners, congressmen, your Supreme Court justices and all that, are all paid off.
And its beneficiaries, including Lampert himself, get rich, even if they run Sears into the ground.
Yeah, what a deal.
Have you ever seen the producers?
If you're them, it's a deal. If you're the workers who created all that wealth, it's not a deal.
Sears bankruptcy has become springtime for Hitler. If vulture capitalist Eddie Lampert was Hitler and springtime was an overly aggressive makeup counter, maybe that analogy isn't perfect. But understand, Lampert has maliciously financially engineered the company to the point where bankruptcy most likely doesn't mean a chance at restructuring. It means liquidation with him and his hedge fund first in line to snatch up the assets.
Oh, that's what their deal is.
See the blatant conflict of interest here, right?
That's what their deal is. Yeah.
This is like the worst remake of The Producers ever. Reporting from a soon-to-be abandoned Sears.
There you go. Yep. That's how it is.